Welcome to the IVM Podcast Network.
Episode 33 of Cyrus Says was released on September 3rd, 2015.
Just to remind everybody that language usage and content that we provide here may be disturbing, disgusting, probably will be and should be. Words like bloody custard and words that rhyme with that may be featured. Actually will be featured. In fact, perhaps will only be featured. Just warning you.
You're listening to Cyrus Says.
Yes, the show's called Cyrus Says, and you can tell from my depressed voice and the slower cadence of thought or what I borrowed from my guest, who's going to talk in about a minute himself, that I'm undergoing a lot of pain. And that is because of the 3 o'clock lunch. Did I say crock? I meant clock. 3 o'clock lunch sucks as far as I'm concerned. I believe we Indians must now address this issue. 12 o'clock I feel is the correct time for lunch. Go up to 12:15, 12:30. Once you cross 12:30, I feel you've gone into an area which is unknown. And once you cross 1, I feel you're being rude to your guest. 1:30, you should shoot yourself in the head. 2 o'clock, you should cancel the meeting and never talk again. 3 o'clock is just vulgar, insulting and terrible. I want to just ask people, especially Mumbaikars, because I can't talk for all cities, why do you call people and bring out the lunch at 3? Call people at 10, bring out the lunch at 12. That's the way it should be. Call people at 11, bring out the lunch at 12:30. Don't cross beyond that. No more 3 o'clock lunch. No more. It's called Cyrus Says.
You're listening to Cyrus Says.
On Cyrus Says today, we meet Karan Talwar, the highest paid comedian in South Mumbai, which includes a few politicians, can't mention names. We talk about Sushma Swaraj, Sanjay Dutt, Parsi Dairy, and above all, a very important person getting stuck in a lift. But we also discuss 2 of his big inspirations, namely one guy called Mitch Hedberg. Apparently, he didn't play tennis. On Cyrus Says, very excited to meet our new guest. Sushma Swaraj is not the guest, thank God. But we do have, and when I say thank God, I say that with respect and bow my head. Let me clarify and repeat it with reverb. Bow my head and say with respect. Yes, we have Karan Talwar, known as Katie in the comedy circuit.
Sure.
Is that true? I'm just making that up.
Are you making that up?
I'm sure I am. It sounds girly. Why would they call you Katie?
That's what it's Katie. Actually, a lot of my friends, close friends, call me Katie.
But let me tell you, my aunt's name is Katie.
Really?
Katie Dastur. It's a very common name amongst Parsis, and I got to warn you, you don't look like her at all. Show me your legs. Oh my God, you do. All right, let's get back to the wonderful world of Karan Talwar. Karan, in the beginning, I want to talk about you because you're a stand-up comedian.
That's right.
And making lots of money today. You've been raided twice already. Once by the income tax, once by some people from Falkland Road, Kennedy Bridge, where you and I often hang out. Our favorite hobby being fishing.
And we do not talk about anything else. That's where that ends.
Listen, I'm 44, so my hobbies are only one thing: how to perform in bed again. One day.
How to let her down easy.
Yeah. How to fool her that I did perform again.
Yeah.
All right. So you know my wife, you bastard.
I know women. That's that.
All women are my wife. If I'm North Indian, that makes sense. You know, the singular thing.
Yeah.
Karan, can we talk about you?
Let's do that.
Okay. So let's start with Shits and Giggles.
Sure.
Lovely name. I know we've done a couple of shows before, so I vaguely know the meaning. Somebody was in Germany, and tell us what happened.
No. So Shits and Giggles comedy. There's a movie called Beer Fest. It's a really funny comedy.
And let me say at this point, we're not endorsing alcohol at all.
Absolutely not.
We both hate beer. And the word fest sucks itself.
Yeah, exactly.
But when it comes together.
Oh, magic.
Beer fest.
So Beer Fest. Have you seen the movie or heard of the movie?
No, but I've drunk fest.
Okay. So it's just a movie.
Like the way I did that, I just made sure we didn't say that. Yeah. Go ahead.
Yikes.
I'm so sorry. No, I haven't seen the movie. It's one of the cult films like
it's a cult film, but it's really funny too. It's not just like meant for a niche audience. It's just a typical American college type comedy. And
like Porky's.
Like Porky's, exactly.
I love Porky's.
Come on. That's
now they banned beef. Porky's is next. You know, where's it going to end?
Porky's was fun.
You've seen Porky's? How old are you?
I'm 34.
But that's much. I mean, I'm 10 years older than you.
But I've seen everything from the 80s. I lived for about 9 years in the US.
In a cave. So you had to see the old programming.
No, and because I was in the US, I saw a lot of their pop culture. The stuff that they really repeat watch. Princess Bride, Porky's.
Princess Bride, good stuff, man.
Yeah. So
cinema par excellence.
I have seen a lot. Office Space is one of my favorites too. I don't know if you've seen that.
Well, I have that, but I haven't seen that. But let's get back again to this epic film of yours called Beer Fest.
Beer Fest. Okay, Beer Fest is, there's a bar in the movie called Shits and Giggles. All right, and they brew a beer in the movie called The Shits.
Okay.
So I was watching that.
Which is spelled, tell the
exactly how we spell it, which is
SC.
SCHITZ
Yeah.
and EN giggles.
So if you're finding this offensive, please remember it's not spelled like the other one, which is where your mind is going. It's not our fault at all. And
But so that it actually was a double thing for me because why am I doing this? Why am I becoming a comedian? Because I want to have fun, shits and giggles. So
I thought you meant your stomach is not well and double. Okay. Let's not even.
I don't know where you're going with that.
Please don't stop.
But
immediately.
here's what I'll say on that. We've actually changed the name to S&G Comedy. We've shortened it.
Why? I like shits and giggles.
Okay, this is. If
I remember the name.
I'm going to draw a picture for
I
you.
forgot East India, whatever it is, because I couldn't remember the name. And they're nice guys. And I forgot that All India Bank thing. I just remember you guys. Shits and giggles.
See, you'd get it, right? Now, if I take that sign, if I write shits and giggles, just the way we write it, and we go to Mithibai College, put the sign up, and we say, okay, guys, say this.
Gujarati માં શું કહો છો? Seats અને giggles.
Skits and
Seats અને giggles.
Seats and
Gigal.
So it became a little difficult for us to, connect with a certain part of our audience.
You think?
Yeah.
Why do you care? I thought it'd give you a little edge.
No.
Can you please go back to that? I'm not coming to watch the show. I don't like SNG. It sounds like a product. It's like your Hindustan Lever or something. What is SNG?
Singapore comedy.
Ah.
It's just also our channel is called on YouTube is called SNG Comedy because the spelling is so weird. People are having a hard time actually typing it out.
If it's an acronym, it's okay. I can live with
Yeah.
that. Please swear now to a loyal audience that listens to you that you, Karan Talwar, will go back to shits and giggles.
I will always say shits and giggles.
You should give us shits and giggles about the damn thing.
That's
now.
right. One shits and many giggles.
Story of my wedding. Okay, let's get now to how Karan Talwar. We ask all our comedians this basic question.
Sure.
Because many people are inspired by you now. Comedy is almost an industry.
Yep.
90,000 Indians are comedians today.
Wow.
75,000 wear makeup. And 10,500 do their comedy on one leg only. But let me tell you, sir, there are lots of people who think they can. See, when I was young, if you told my parents' generation, or my parents' that you want to be a comedian, say in the 80s and 90s, after slapping you silly, they would actually castrate you. It has been done.
Nothing has changed, by the way.
Kunal Vijayekar, the other comedian, castrated. Because the parents were like, we're doctor family, and so they could do it themselves.
That explains the pitch.
The pitch, the look, the gait, the smile, the alluring scent.
Everything makes sense now.
The way he sits on the back of a motorbike, even if he's got nobody in front.
Wow. That would be...
Yeah, that's him. That's him.
Interesting.
Okay, now let's get back to you.
Yeah.
So, let's hear an inspiring story because I know you're from the corporate world. You're a typical upper middle class boy from South Bombay with the same story. So, how the hell did you become a comedian?
I was in corporate America. I guess kind of just got bored.
Which is what Trump is going to call it, by the way. The
Yeah.
full name is going to be corporate America once he becomes president.
Absolutely. And they'll kick all the... Anybody who's not white, leave.
Corporate America and Sons. That means Canada. Mexico will be stricken off forever.
Won't count.
What's his problem with the Mexicans? He must hate tacos. It's always about food.
Just related to the Bangladeshis and Indians.
Yeah.
How we think of, especially the right-wing and more conservative Indians think of, hey, send them back to their country. What they're doing in our country. It's the same exact thing there with Mexicans and Americans.
Labor, basically.
It is labor. There's actually a movie called A Day Without a Mexican, and I think everyone should watch it. If the Mexicans disappeared, who the hell would mow the lawns?
The Bangladeshis. We'll send them from here. I apologize. That's not even funny. That's racist.
No, you're actually right, because if you go to Italy, it's just Bangladeshis all over.
No, Karan, you're right. You're right wing, not me.
I'm not. What?
Okay, corporate America, you were studying, then you got a job.
I got a job, blah, blah, blah. All that typical bullshit. Got done with it.
You started watching comedy there at the bars?
I was always watching comedy. I loved George Carlin. I mean, I used to watch his stuff.
Okay, I got to pretend I know these guys, so every time you say the name, let me respond. Go ahead.
Okay.
You liked who?
George Carlin.
George! Then?
George Carlin was, actually, he was the one thing that kind of opened my eyes to comedy. Comedy being a way to say the truth in a funny way.
Right.
Because he was the kind of guy who, I didn't understand why I was laughing.
So how do you tell a woman she's ugly in a funny way? Especially if you're about to make love to her.
You don't.
So what do you do then?
But that's not a good opportunity to make a joke. I would say that's a wrong time to say, you know what, I need to make a joke right now because I'm just about to get laid.
Why didn't you tell me earlier? 44 years and not a single notch on the belt.
No one has told you this before, huh?
No, not. I dress up as the woman all the time. I don't know what's going wrong.
You're getting it wrong.
Karan.
Bolo.
So you're looking at George Carlin and then?
So I'll give you an instance. Okay, what happened? We were on a retreat. I was a student retreat in my college, and George Carlin and we were in a hotel room and had HBO, and we rarely get HBO in college on a campus. So HBO is something new for us. Put on George Carlin special, all right? And I'm watching it. I'm like, wow, this is really good. There's a girl next to me, and she started crying.
Why?
Because she found it really.
What did you do to her?
She found it offensive.
Really?
Yeah.
An American girl?
An American girl. Found George
Without
Carlin.
being racist, a girl.
Not racist. She's a simple girl. She's a simple girl. And this is Missouri, by the way. So we're in the Midwest.
Oh my
so
God.
she's very
So it's
conservative.
100 years behind America.
In a way.
It's like Pakistan with American accents.
It's a place where people say hi to each other even if they don't know each other. Like neighbors. What's up? It's still like that.
And nothing more though, because it's not developed fully.
No, that...
I'm being too mean.
Yeah.
We've lost the Mexicans. We're losing the Missourians.
And
Who's left?
Nobody.
We'll kill the Indians by the end of the show.
Yeah.
As in the Native Americans. Huh? No, I
Yeah.
love. So she started crying out.
So she was...
What did he say that was so offensive?
He was talking about, I think, I can't forget what he was talking about. I think something to do with, it was religion is bullshit. I think it was a special, religion is bullshit.
Ooh.
And he was going after, he'll give you disease, he'll give you this, he'll give you that, he'll give you, make you miserable. But he loves you. But he loves you, and he was making so much sense to me.
Yeah.
The power of what he was doing really affected me then. And this is I had not thought. So at that point I decided I must go see live comedy. And so I started seeing, I saw a guy called Mitch Hedberg.
But 1 second, I want to know about the girl who's crying.
What about her?
Everybody wants. So she's lying next to you. Firstly, was she clothed?
Yes, absolutely.
That
She was
just as an aside.
We were just sitting we were sitting just next to each other.
She
on the
wasn't
couch.
lying down. She was sitting.
No, and she was delirious. She was crying. She wanted to switch it off. She was fighting with me about it. Can you turn that off?
Were you boyfriend and girlfriend? How close?
No,
were
we
you?
were just co-workers, peers.
Sharing the same room.
No, there was a bunch of people in the
American
room. There was it was a community room or whatever, lobby type sit. We were
Okay.
watching that on there.
And she cried tears.
Nothing happened between me and her.
Did you try to hug her when she was crying?
I should have, right?
I'm just saying Nikhil Chedapad used to do that on MTV shows.
With you?
People cries. Well, me too. And we
Yeah.
just go in for the hug and boom.
Hugs, man. Hugs lead to a lot of things.
Hugs and giggles.
Hugs
some
and
need
giggles.
shit, some need hugs. All right. So you saw that, you got really inspired because, well, this guy's the preacher who's got that comic bent of mind, but actually, turning society on its head.
Yeah,
the truths that we dare not speak their names.
The truths. And the truths were really what hit me. So that's when I started watching comedy. Okay, then the next guy I saw, I remember distinctly, was a guy called Mitch Hedberg. Now, if you've never heard of this guy, he's the kind of guy...
Oh, can I just react?
Yeah.
Mitch Hedberg! No, I have no idea.
Because he's dead.
I think that's why.
He's dead.
I was there at the funeral.
But if he was alive...
I was part of the reason. Yeah.
If he was alive today, he would be the king. Because he was a one-liner comedian.
Really?
Yeah.
What does that mean?
Just says one line, no relation to anything else, and every line he does is something else.
It's a bit like my wife. She also one-liner kind of comedian in my house. Get out.
Yeah,
Stay there. Pot seat down. Curtain shut. Don't come in. Don't come in again.
Wait for me.
No, wait for me is my dad. He's got his own problems with my mom. They live upstairs. Let's not go there. We'll come back. We'll take a break. Karan, very interesting story. We're coming back to talk about Mr. Hedberg when we come back.
Yes.
Mr. Hedberg. That
That's
alone
right.
needs a couple of minutes to digest. What would that mean?
Are we taking a break or are we talking?
We're taking a break. I'm just thinking aloud. Back here on Cyrus Says, we have the one and only Karan Talwar, who's taking us back on a nostalgic trip, but an important one which inspired him to becoming a comedian, shaving his head and conforming to the unibrow, which I respect a lot, may I say.
Has it happened?
No, it's not really. I'm just trying to provoke you. So his name is Mitch Hedberg.
Mitch Hedberg.
And you believe he's like the Shakespeare of comedy.
I saw, okay, so I'll tell you what happened. When we talk about videos going viral, this was happening in 2004, 5, 6. Like before viral was a word.
Right.
Like everybody knew his jokes. He came to my college campus when I was an undergrad. So this must have been 2002 actually. And he came an hour and a half late. Not a single person
Probably half Indian.
No.
No, okay.
Just a complete drunk. He's addicted to drugs. He was drinking a lot.
What a lovely role model.
See, the thing with him was he had immense stage fright. He could not be on stage if he was sober. He was really nervous about talking to audiences. He'd wear these big sunglasses. He'd cover his hair off his face.
Nobody introduced him to the radio. He could do all the stuff there and never have to see anybody.
Yeah, on hindsight, he could have been.
Was he a young guy?
He was a young guy. He was in his 20s.
He died of drugs.
Yeah. He died, drugs, you know how it is out there. He was probably depressed and drugs mixed with pills and mixed with alcohol, which is really unfortunate. I think he died in 2006. But he's an inspiration to a lot of young comedians.
Give us some of his lines. What are like his funny lines?
A dog is always in the push-up position.
Okay.
All right?
Okay.
So I'll give you, how about that? That's one of my favorites. But you have to it's in context. Okay, how about
give
this?
us the context and then tell us.
That's it. That's how he does his jokes. And of course, I'm butchering his style. But
Hence he killed himself. But no, I'm sorry, I apologize.
Let's see. What are the other ones I remember?
So what does the dog is always the push-up position mean?
Think about the dog, the way the dog stands. He's
Right.
always in the push-up position.
What if he's sleeping? Okay, but when he stands, he's not sleeping because he's not a horse, and he'd be a horse.
You can also, okay, so how about this?
Yeah.
One of his most popular lines.
Yeah.
I used to do drugs. I still do, but I used to also.
Oh, nice. Very nice. Very nice. Poignant. During interrogation, this?
No, and this is that's it. He just says a line just like this, and he has hundreds of them.
What are his political views?
No idea. It's completely random.
And forgotten now? Nobody...
No, he's like, if you go on Reddit, those kind of websites where people talk, communities, he's extremely popular. You'll see his pictures with a quote always. Now, I'm doing a really bad job of remembering his best lines. I've come up with 2. But he has... If you're listening to this, check out Mitch Hedberg. Go through some of his lines. I kid you not. It's something else.
Mitch Hedberg. It's something else, brought to you by Karan Talwar. We'll try and freewheel with that towards the end of the show. But now, Karan, we need to get quickly into how you became a comedian. I have to ask you some important questions.
Okay, cool.
So, you've inspired by all these guys, names that we don't know, but we will one day. And then, when did you have the guts to go on stage? And how do you write your own material? Where did all that come from?
Sure. Okay, so about 4-5 years ago, someone told me there's an open mic. Like, I had a Twitter account. So, I was like, Twitter jokes, one-liners. And someone told me, like...
Which you lifted from Mitch Hedberg.
No.
Which now he's dead, so he can't sue you.
No.
Plus he's scared to see you in public.
No.
So he can't come to court.
No, I was trying to emulate him in a weird...
So are you known as a one-liner comedian?
Not at all. I can't do anything, it's very difficult to be a one-liner comedian.
Was that a one-liner? It's very difficult to be a one-liner comedian.
No, that's not a joke.
It was a little poignant.
No, it's very difficult.
Can I replay it just for myself? It's very difficult to be a one-liner comedian. But yet in one line, a paradoxical thought. You've got me, I like it.
But not just one.
Not just one. Wait. But not just one. Yes, I like that too.
Yeah.
And?
So, talking about my first time doing
Stop
comedy.
Talking about my first time. Again, double meaning. I like it. Good stuff. I'm sorry, brother. I'm yanking your chain out of sheer desperation because I'm a sick, ugly man.
You are.
I should be in Parliament, but they're closed.
Yeah.
Something with the monsoon.
Parliament's nice, man.
Lovely.
Go put your feet up.
Mitch Hedberg would never be caught dead there. Well, obviously because he passed away.
Yeah.
Sorry. So tell us about the opening. Don't let me interrupt you. Just override.
Okay. So opening. So someone said, hey, there's an open mic.
Where?
There's a place called Kino's in Andheri West in Mumbai.
Oh, you didn't do it in the States?
No. Oh, okay. I didn't do it at all. I was just a student as such. I used to just watch them. I never even thought
So you came back on holiday?
No, I quit my job. I came back and then I was like, I don't know what I was doing with my life. I had some...
So you didn't quit your job to be a comedian. You just said, I don't want to do this anymore.
I decided...
All that hard work thrown away. I don't want to be a corporate American guy.
Right.
And you came back to India.
Then I had a little bit of my dad passed away.
Oops. Okay.
So that was a little bit of a downer as such. So, and the thing is that he had a business. He had a shipping business. And suddenly there was nobody to take over. So I'm that typical upper middle class situation. What the hell? Wake up, sit type situation, I guess. I don't know, whatever. So... I had to take over his responsibilities. Obviously, I couldn't because he was an engineer. So we had to figure a way to shut the company down. Now, suddenly I had employees. There's a lot of pressure because these people's lives depend on these salaries. So a lot of shit was happening. And
how can you tell them, look, guys, I want to be a comedian, so I want to stop the whole business thing.
Yeah, so I had to come up with something like, okay, what do I do? I needed 2-3 years or something. I couldn't do what he was doing. I had to turn the business around, do something. And at the same time, then... As I was fortunate, someone said, hey, go to Kino's and try comedy. Just do 3 minutes of comedy. And I went to this place, Kino's 109 or whatever in Andheri West. I don't know if it's still even open. And Kunal Rao was there, actually. He was on your show recently.
Kunal Rao. We have his picture in our Hall of Fame.
Yes. There's a couple of other comedians who are full-time comedians.
And all new at that point.
First, second try.
Right.
And it was maybe the third or fourth open mic, So I went there. And I got a couple laughs. out of that. And,
but what did you do? Prepared material or just off the cuff or what?
No. You can't do off the cuff. I prepared it and I prepared it very, very poorly. Of course, the way you prepare then and how you prepare now is very different. You learn. You cannot do stand-up off the cuff. You cannot. And there are some people in America who defy that rule, but they are the exceptions.
Right.
In India right now, I don't think there's anybody. There's like maybe like a Neville Shah, who's one of the only guys I feel like who can do an hour of improv and he will destroy. Because he's really good at attacking people on instinct. So if you like the kind of comedy where you go after the front row, that kind of comedy, then he's really good at that stuff. I can't do that.
He's a heckler basically, but he goes on stage.
He goes, yeah.
That's just wrong. He should be banned from all auditorium. It's like the guy sitting in the third row, I'll take over now. You're fat, auntie, too much samosa. And uncle, let me tell you about your hair.
Hey, good way.
That's me.
No.
Back to you. So you did this, you had a little encouragement, but you weren't great.
No, I wasn't great. I was absolutely, and I was far from great, and I had those where my palms were sweaty and those typical things. It was like skydiving, man. It was like a rush of blood. I don't know the sensation.
This to say because everybody who's listening is doing skydiving on a monthly basis.
No, but people can imagine how it might feel.
Let's give them something that it's like your first sexual experience with the same sex.
It's like
absolutely terrifying.
It's like getting a foot massage from those little fishes,
which is the same thing as your first sexual experience.
Exactly, same thing.
So we've reached the same conclusion. So I'm so sorry, but if I interrupt you and you're on the floor, I want you to just scream.
Okay.
Yay! That's not a scream.
Doik. No, that's not a scream.
Is that German? I don't know.
It's just a retard.
Is that a one-liner from Mitch Hedberg? Because now it's going boom.
That's retarded Mitch Hedberg.
That's Hedberg with too many drinks.
Yeah.
This is just before the end.
Yes.
And sir, now that the end is done, tell us about your life. And so then you took up the challenge.
I took up a challenge.
And shut the business down on one hand.
Slowly. Now I've shut down fully. But at that point, it was on the decline. Like starting, no more new clients. Just making sure we had a lot of monies, to be received. All that kind of bullshit was happening. So that's now taken care of in 3 or 4 years. So what happened was like, okay, I want to do comedy. Kida. You get that kida. I have to do it. And how do I do it? How do I go about? How do I do 2 shows a month? How do I do 4 shows a month? What do I do? How can I? So I just started walking into bars and clubs and it's like, I want to do a show here.
No money.
I have nothing. I have me and I can call 3-4 other comedians like Kunal Rao, Aditi Mittal, Varun Thakur, people who I just met at the open mics.
Right.
And
keep in mind, you don't have a big chest or anything, and you just come and say, hello, I want to do a show here, and they say, okay.
I went in, I shook their hand, I said, I want to do a show here.
Who's the first guy to encourage you?
I have no idea. Nobody.
Let's call him Raju.
Thank
you, Raju, for making the world a better place.
Nobody. It's weird. Actually, nobody actually encouraged me. I just kind of just did it.
But the good thing is that they actually said yes. I would think, if I was a proprietor, somebody walks in and says, I want to just start telling jokes, may not be that comfortable.
No, they said yes. And when they saw like 50, 60, 80 people coming, just because it was such a new thing, and Twitter was just this. Social media was a big deal, getting people to come, and they gave us nights like Tuesday nights and Wednesday nights, or slower nights.
Right.
So they started seeing footfall, and suddenly, okay, let's do this properly.
Now, here's the thing. For you, it worked this way. You'd come in and get the crowd in.
Yeah.
They call me when there are too many people and they want to get the crowd out. And they say, we'll do 5 minutes. I do 5 minutes and the people start leaving, and then, they can adjust.
It's the yin and the yang. You and I, the yin and the yang.
I don't have an ego problem with it. I'm just saying how we work. The world should know. We work in 2 different ways.
That's right.
Okay, I'm going to now leave it there for a second because I don't want you to just talk about your life.
Thank you.
And I can see tears welling up, and there's lots more to go, and I'm sure lots more money and laughs to be had.
I hope so.
India, our country, this beautiful place we live in.
That's right.
It's got lots of interesting things happening. Let's start with Jasleen versus Sarabjit.
Yeah.
You know the whole situation.
Yeah.
She's at a traffic light.
Yeah.
And here's what I find really interesting. The guy gives her lines, then threatens her because she says she'll take it up with the authorities. And then the next day, people take his side because she was with AAP. What's the connection? I mean, even if you're working with IOC or with the Zubin Mehta's Philharmonic Orchestra, what's that got to do with the fact that the guy's, trying to line maro and tease you and sort of sexually molest you orally?
Yeah.
Which could lead to worse things in life.
So I think there's one thing about, I don't know, maybe this is true for everybody in the world, but Indians specifically is personal bias. When it comes to bias, we have a really hard time wrapping
we can't be centered.
We can't, because when new information is provided to us, it doesn't work with your worldview, so you ignore it. And that's a typical way. Now we call it the troll culture as such.
Right.
Where if you, like for example, you're on Twitter, right?
I am, but I visit it only once a week.
Let's say today a celebrity wanted to air their views on anything semi-controversial.
Right.
Whatever they may say, they will get trolled.
Right.
Whatever. So they will stop doing it. So we've come to a point where everybody has a voice now. The problem here is that everybody has a voice, right?
Yeah.
You're talking about suddenly now support for the guys coming in.
No, but I'm saying that they're pointing fingers at her for being part of the AAP party.
Okay.
What has that got to do with the fact that, now if you look at this Indrani Mukherjee case,
sure,
the big issue here no one's looking at, which is it's pronounced Mukherjee and not Mukherjee.
Yeah.
But
there's clearly an A there.
Yeah, I mean, this is something someone should talk about.
Yeah.
You're on television shouting your head off and you're not saying the name correctly.
Exactly. Come on, that's the basics.
Okay, I lost my point in that. But my point was, so she's being orally attacked and, in many ways, if you talk to any women, it's just something they can't take after some time.
It's 2 things. One is our attitude towards women. First of all,
have you ever done that? Have you ever teased a girl? Tell me the truth.
Have I ever teased a girl?
No, not a girl you know in that banter way. I mean, have you ever teased a girl on a red light, a stranger?
No,
You're on a bike. You're at a bar, a girl passes and you said, hey, show me those legs.
No, I've never done that. I honestly have never done that.
Damn, I was hoping for some support here, man. I was hoping for somebody coming through here,
Unlike you, Cyrus. Well, actually, I don't...
Karan!
I don't have the... I would say I don't have the guts to do that. Unless someone challenge...
Is that the right word? Because is it breeding? I thought it was more.
Basically me saying, you know what, me doing this is not going to help me get laid.
Yeah.
When is that going to help anyone get laid?
You really think men who do that think they're going to get laid? I mean,
why are they doing that? Everything men do is inspired by the need to get laid. Everything we do.
Okay, if we allow you to have that thought, my point is, but if you're of average intelligence, do you really think by trying to sexually harass a girl, she's going to be, man, you're the most charming guy I've ever met.
Exactly.
Thank you for noticing my breasts.
Exactly.
So sweet of you. Let's make love. My house. Mom, dad, leave.
Yeah.
That's not going to happen.
I mean, you had me at the word... Come on. That's what...
Listen, this is a very family show. We don't use words like...
No.
But not...
Gandu, man.
Look
Bollywood,
at the list, brother.
Dude, you have Bollywood Gandu here. Gandu's...
This is how we come to that phenomenon. What can and what can't. But quickly, so that's the last one. Justin was Sarojit.
Yeah.
Is he guilty? What do you think?
Here's the thing.
We shouldn't do this media by trial by media thing, but what do you think?
I think people should base their judgments on information.
What the hell? Come on, now we can't do that.
See, here's the thing. This shit happens. Catcalling, eve teasing, it happens all the time. And you know, I just real quick, I hosted an event recently for a women's rights group, which is called She Says, and their hashtag or whatever, the tagline is zero tolerance. And these girls have started it, and they're like, I'm sick of the pinching, I'm sick of the this. She's like, I from now on have zero tolerance, and that's what this is about, right? For some people, it's okay to eve tease a girl, and I'll take it. But when a woman says, hey, you know what, I'm not going to take shit from you, not even a sly look. It ends now. This is the kind of shit that's going to happen. And getting into political, I think it's a stupidity, making it a political issue. It's a guy eve-teasing a girl. Just get over it.
But in our great democracy, there are always two sides to the coin. That's what makes it great.
You know, I heard someone say there's always two versions or three versions of the truth.
The Rashomonic effect, we can call it. Yeah, but I want to just say one last word. If Jocelyn was, and as you said, we don't know for sure anything, but if she was actually targeted by some idiot on a motorbike with some stupid, lewd, sexist comments, let's just end it there. Right? What follows after that is pointless.
See, first of all...
He shouldn't be on a bike. He should be in a bus. You know what happened the last time with that. Okay, no.
No, I mean, I think public shaming, we outdo it, man. We shame people like we go to the core, like Radhe Ma.
Yeah, Radhe Ma, really.
Like,
poor thing.
Dude, the kitty party. Did you see that picture? There's a kitty party.
I know.
Radhe Ma themed kitty party.
Yeah.
I mean, you and I should do...
I started that.
You started that?
Yes.
You were the girl in the front.
I was.
Yeah, I knew it.
And I'm the girl in the back tomorrow. See tomorrow's edition.
All right.
Even worse. All right.
Asaram?
Asaram, no, I can't say anything about him.
Okay.
Because my producer is a follower.
Oh.
You see, in India, it's like 6 degrees of separation. Sooner or later, we're all linked.
Right.
Somebody's got influence, somebody's connected, somebody's in love, somebody's religion. We're done.
Yeah.
We can't do anything.
That's right.
Let's move to Sushma Swaraj goes abroad.
Yeah.
Oh, we have to take a break because she's already back, apparently.
Oh, is she? Okay.
Yeah, and she hears this, then we're going abroad, and we're not coming back, Karan Talwar.
You know what? That sounds like a nice...
Hey, give me one more line from, what's his name again?
Mitch Hedberg.
Mitch Hedberg.
Wait, let me just think about it. All right. He said, I don't want to be a race car driver. I want to be a race car passenger. So I can just ask the guy like, hey man, why we got to keep going in circles?
I like that.
And the second line is, boy, you show like Tide. Because the car has Tide all over it.
Right.
You know, you see those NASCAR Tide cars? The sponsor.
Yes, it's very American gag.
So yeah, it's very American, but when you get it, you're like, oh, okay, that's a good joke.
It's similar to us driving Marine Drive to Malabar Hill.
I'll think of a couple more. I'll think a couple more for you.
Okay, you do that. We'll take a quick break, then we'll come back. His name was Mitch Hedberg, but the Indian version, one day, soon, evolving, a work in progress, is Karan Talwar.
I don't think I'll ever get there.
Yeah, back with Karan Talwar, who's teaching me more about famous American comics that he grew up on and inspired him. It's amazing. Mitch Hedberg, right?
Yeah.
What a wonderful guy. Absolutely reminds me so much of Bappi Lahiri in the sense that the way you've described him with the glasses and the clothes and the standing at the back and not wanting the limelight. And both of them can be very funny and
That's
effective
right.
with just a line.
Yep.
Have you heard the line, I am a disco dancer? Repeat.
I have.
I am a disco dancer. It's not more in that.
It is. You just have to. If you ever say that, you have to follow it up with that tune right after.
Oi, oi.
Doo-doo-doo-doo.
It's to do.
Yeah.
Oh.
I am a disco dancer. Doo-doo-doo-doo.
I'm so sorry. I'll get that right by the end of the show.
Yes, you will.
Okay. Time to talk now about Sushma Swaraj. Quickly, going abroad. She was or is the foreign minister who never gets to travel. Somebody else travels, apparently. I won't take names. But so she doesn't get to go. And finally, they sent her to Egypt to meet a guy called Al-Sisi.
Oh, wow.
That's the name of the president there. That's
Okay.
right. And he's a general who's called a Sisi.
Wow.
And he's the president.
That's
another country.
That's an oxymoron.
There you go.
Yeah.
And she's going to the land of mummies. And she's in trouble because of her son, in a sense, with the Lalit Modi thing. And I don't want to go there, but I'm just saying. Saying. Setting it up for you as a comedian. Your thoughts? Sushma Swaraj finally gets to go abroad and it's Egypt.
Do I have to have thoughts on this?
No, I was thinking maybe it's just a good break from Parliament because the last 3 weeks, that's all they spoke about.
Because,
Her connection to Lalit Modi, blah, 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 it just went on. What if Al-Sisi brings it up in the Egyptian Parliament? Sushma Swaraj finally gets to come here and tell us about your connection to Lalit Modi. It'd be fantastic.
I think she's going to be shopping quite a bit because she might, you never know when she'll get the next opportunity. Wait, I don't know, can we talk about, I'm actually really confused about Lalit Gate. This whole Lalit Gate, I honestly don't understand what exactly is happening.
I like his confidence.
He's a confident guy with a lisp.
Yeah,
that lisp
is it's like Javed Akhtar without the poetry. I get that, but
I feel mine.
And we get angry for much more.
Yeah. Right now he just comes.
I can prove it.
So prove it. No,
Yeah.
I won't do that. I won't do that.
Yeah.
It's so bizarre. The BCCI. Can we talk about the BCCI?
Please do.
It's amazing because the BCCI. When people say Congress and BJP are rivals, bullshit. Look at the amazing things that happen when they come together. Example is BCCI.
Absolutely. I'm told, now that you bring it up, that in Parliament, they actually stand at the back. Who? The BCCI head honchos who are from different parties.
Right.
So while the BJP and Congress are coming to blows and throwing mics, these 7-8 guys stand at the back, very happy, a cozy coterie of friends. Yep. And that's how we can work together beautifully.
It's a great club.
Run world cricket. I mean, do what we want.
It's a great club of people who've never played sport in their life.
So your point is that the BCCI should be the government. And
Absolutely.
the government should be the BCCI. What we need is Sushma Swaraj should be running the cricket, along with the gentleman who's travelling. And we should have these guys in power.
Absolutely.
Because they work well cohesively.
Absolutely. In fact, I would say if they had their way, BCCI would be our government system where they would just elect somebody.
Karan, I bow to you. I think your thinking is spot on.
Yeah.
I absolutely agree with it.
Yep.
And it's a pretty efficient body. Of course, there's corruption, but that's India. We can't have corruption.
I mean, you have guys like Srinivasan and Jagmohan Dalmia. I mean, great, amazing people.
They're very good administrators in their own way, but there will be some nepotism and corruption. This is
they're visionaries.
Yeah.
They're visionaries.
Yeah, that's fine. I have no problem with that. I hear you and I accept it, and I think we're going to put this out there and see if we get any support. We'll move to the next topic, Sanjay Dutt.
Sanjay Dutt.
The man who gave us Rocky, but not the Sylvester Stallone variety, the other Rocky. Yeah. Do you see the film?
No.
Rocky Mera Naam? Okay. Do you see the other Rockies?
I saw the
mountains.
The Rockies, yes. I've
that.
seen that. I've also seen... Okay, anyway, go ahead.
You've seen the Sylvester Stallone Rockies?
Yes.
Okay.
Who hasn't, man? Come on.
Sylvester Stallone?
He
hasn't? Never watches. After his porno efforts, he's never watched his movies. So Sanjay Dutt, I want to take a side here for a second. He's getting 30 days parole. Now, this does sound funny for the daughter's nose surgery recovery. Okay, now that's not cardiac surgery. That's nose surgery. It's probably plastic surgery. We don't know. But my only thing is it's on the front page of newspapers.
Right.
And we've got so many other things to talk about. It's a little odd that we need to really get into this. It's a bit of a flippant story in many ways.
I think the story is important. I think the story is important because this is the root cause of everything that's wrong with the country. The difference between the
Nose
haves.
surgery are Indian noses?
Indian noses.
I've been saying that.
Indian noses are, oh my God.
The ugliest ever.
Seriously, what's wrong with us?
I don't know, man.
I think everybody deserves nose surgery and their fathers, irrespective of where they are.
I thought the superhero system was invented for us. We all wear those masks and walk around and everybody's happy.
I mean, come on. The poor girl is having surgery and she needs a father by her side, man. Come on, have some freaking, because of the animals, man. Come on.
Fair enough. I think.
Dude, so what? So what if he had guns? So what if he was involved in terrorism? So what? I mean, come on. Everybody is to some extent responsible for it, right?
And the important question that people are asking is, what about the other prisoners who want to go out for their daughter's treatment?
Listen,
it may not be no surgery,
but they're poor. Why would you care about poor people now? Let's talk about the important, like the celebrities, the rich people, the Indranis and the Sanjay Dutts.
So you don't believe in the word poor celebrity?
No, I do. I mean, that's what...
You're looking at me.
Yeah,
You bastard. You're so right. All right. So you made your point. We've understood the sarcasm. Not happy with the Sanjay Dutt parole. I, on the other hand, am not happy with the kind of coverage these things get.
Yeah.
Parsi Dairy shut shop. Now, this, of course, was retracted. We're still not sure what the real truth is.
Yeah.
But you grew up, you're Xavier's boy, so you know this whole area.
Yep.
Parsi Dairy, Princess Street for all of us. The Malai Kulfi, the yogurts, the Gulab Jamun. You must have had it. Your friends.
Man. Every day, man. Walking from Xavier's to the Marine Line station.
There you go. Do you get that feeling somewhere deep down that this whole culture is dying as we speak? The Irani cafes, the old Chilia restaurants, the Parsi Dairy, it's from your father's and grandfather's worlds.
Yep.
It's just fading, and maybe that is the way the world goes. But do you feel any regret and sadness? Because I do when I pass these places.
Yeah, see, that's nostalgia you're talking about. Yes, of course you'll have
the
that.
The charm of India also, are we becoming too aggressive?
We're becoming too corporate.
With the corporate comes the aggression and the lack of romance that seems to have been there with these kind of places.
See, that's the way it's going to go. When I was in the US, I saw this happening in front of me. Like when I moved in the...
You saw Parsi Dairy close down in the US?
Yes, I saw Walmart came in and the Parsi Dairy shut down.
World, man. What is wrong with this world?
Even there, the Parsis are not allowed to milk their cows.
The 3 Parsis there weren't allowed to touch their cows.
Yeah, they're like, keep those hands away from those tits right now.
Isn't Touch Your Cow a famous composer?
Touching?
No, that's Tchaikovsky, sorry. No, that's
yeah.
wrongly. That's so wrong.
That's how
I had a friend who actually said that. Have you heard Touch Your Cow? That's
dyslexia, right? That's a disease. That's a disease.
So Parsi Dairy, to you personally?
Yeah, man. I mean, when going down there, that's the stuff they have is great. But it's going to happen because if people don't go to these places, see, I'll tell you what, mom pop shops like Parsi Dairy, if they don't innovate, they get people through the doors to come actually have that shit and make money, how can they last?
But I know, maybe we're old dragons now because our kids will grow up in a different world.
Yep.
But when you look around growing the streets of South Mumbai, and this is very local for you and me particularly, you see these places vanishing slowly in front of your eyes. Don't you feel this sort of like they're taking away your soul slowly? They're ripping you apart a little bit at a time?
Yeah, I mean, I do. It's crazy. Like everywhere you go, we're on a city. We're like a mega city now, right?
Yeah.
And I saw, like I said, in America, every time a Walmart would come into a town,
something died.
Everything died. Every single mom pop shop, which is the
cute little charming soul-like places go, and then another corporate banner, another corporate franchise, another corporate name,
done.
Loud and clear, in your face, deal.
Done.
But what we lost is that lovely guy who had no interest in you when you come into his shop and doesn't even look up,
digging his nose,
cleaning
his nails,
and says only one kulfi hai, can't speak any Hindi.
Now let's say IKEA comes tomorrow. Like there's a whole Malad strip on Link Road where everybody gets their furniture, right? A huge 2 kilometers. What would happen if one IKEA showed up? Every single guy is going to be like...
Gone forever. They probably have tried to get jobs in IKEA.
No, they will have
By the way, IKEA is coming. Is that why you said it?
I don't know if it's coming or not.
It is.
It is.
They spoke to me directly.
Wow. Are you going to be the brand ambassador?
No, I thought it was a sanitary napkin. First, IKEA. But then it's not IKEA, it's IKEA.
IKEA.
Oh, God.
But in India...
let me just say. No, quickly, we are running out of time, so sorry to interrupt. I have to go into a couple of stories that I want to do. High-level committee form. No, you must not. You must not react in any bad way here.
Okay.
Because this is scary. High-level... Okay, how do I say this without... let me just compose myself. I'm so sorry. High-level committee formed to probe how Amit Shah got stuck in a lift. So, let's take our time and I'll just read it as best as I can. Bihar government, who's rabidly against the BJP trying to take over the government in a matter of some time, on Tuesday set up a high-level committee to probe how BJP national president Amit Shah got trapped inside a lift of the state guest house in Patna 4 days ago. After which, I think Nitish Kumar went and said Bihari would never get stuck in a lift because we are fitter and, pointed fingers at the lack of fitness levels of certain politicians and bureaucratic members of a leading political party. Again, your comments. Karan, this is a tight one.
I want to see the meeting. I want to be a fly on the wall in that meeting. I wish I could just see it because this is what I'm envisioning. There's going to be a man, like an engineer of sorts with a blueprint of the
There's
list.
no good coming out of that one.
And all the BJP guys are like... Yes.
Sarkar, ho jayega, Sarkar. Breathe in.
It's like explaining calculus to a snail. That's basically what the analogy.
Just the embarrassment of actually going through this and then opening the door, etc. We had a similar incident with Bapida at George Restaurant in Mumbai. We were shooting for MTV a long time ago, and he got stuck in the opening, and it was really embarrassing without, because he's a really nice guy, and I apologize to him if he ever hears this. A really nice person, but he got stuck, and we had to physically. How do you can't do this in a polite way.
Yep.
People are pulling your leg, pulling your hand. It's so embarrassing.
Yeah, tractor lao, tractor.
Something like
tie a rope.
Anyway, so your last words on Amit Shah shouldn't have entered Patna lift, as Bihar lifts are not made to carry such large people. Lalu Yadav, not Nitish Kumar. I've just quoted.
Wow.
Do it in Bihari. Amit Shah shouldn't be allowed to enter the Patna lift, as it is not made to carry large people.
You know, I have a theory that, every lift you walk into, there's a sign that says how many people. Limit how many people.
But he's one.
Yeah, but think about it.
The chamchas.
Every fat guy who walks into a lift looks at that and he feels a little remorse.
I think so.
Because
people look at me when we enter the lift. You've hit another thing on the head here, and because they're like, okay, we're 6, but this guy's bigger.
Yeah.
So now 6 is
7.5.
Yeah, exactly. And they give me that little look, which I feel a little uncomfortable about, and then they look away immediately. Yeah. But it's like they've targeted you as you're going to cause us to crumble.
Yeah. And I do this, I start calculating. Okay, 60 kilos, 50 kilos, 85 kilos. Wait, 120 kilos.
Can you stand on one leg, sir?
So can you wait?
But that is embarrassing. And the great thing about Indians, especially in South Mumbai lifts in the office areas, is nobody looks at that number. Yep. So it says 12 only. You count 17 at any given time. Yep. Nobody cares. Yep. A girl has a baby right in front of you. That's 18. Okay, she's dropped in.
And then the door opens at the first floor and somebody wants to walk in. And you're like, come on,
come. Or stand on my leg, make love to me, and we'll be there on the 4th floor in 2 seconds.
It reminds me of the Virar locals.
God, we went to Tarun Tejpal territory there. Ooh. Lift, make love. From Amit Shah to make love to Tarun Tejpal to lift to... We've gone the gamut.
Yes,
all because of that one guy, Mitch Hedberg. Not related to Stefan Hedberg, not so funny, but glorious forehand. We'll take a break, we'll come back. You like tennis, Karan?
I used to play state level.
State level?
Yeah.
What are you saying? Which country?
Yeah. Maharashtra state level, clearly.
Maharashtra state level. We're back with tennis champion Karan Talwar of Shits and Giggles, now called SNG, and he's got lots of shows coming up that he's going to tell us about, but he's also going to tell us about his tennis foray.
Sure.
So you were a pretty good tennis player.
I was when I was a kid, my teenage years.
You beat Leander Paes.
I never beat Leander Paes.
To his first girlfriend. No?
No, I don't think so. I think he was well in...
doubles, singles, mixed doubles, everything.
Everything before I even started playing tennis.
Did you play with my friend Mustafa Ghaus?
No, I didn't. But he was around the same time. He was really kicking ass on the national circuit, and then he went.
Then he became a womanizer,
challenger.
like all tennis players.
No, he reached
what's the story with that Nick Kister-Grioski, unpronounceable Australian guy?
What about him?
Who made all these sexist comments and called this one. Oh, it's a long story. Australian girl, lots of names for being a woman of easy virtue.
Wow.
While playing against Stanley Wawrinka, unpronounceable Swiss fellow.
Oh wow, Stan Wawrinka. Yeah, I actually no idea of this, but I'll just say guys are sexist. I mean, sexism is everywhere. What's the big deal?
Yeah, but
why do people watch women's tennis as opposed to men's tennis?
Oops. Go ahead, tell me.
No, you tell me. It's pretty clear. It's not a.
I watch it for the spectacle of athleticism at its very best.
I mean, I'll put it this way. Would you rather watch Venus Williams play, or would you rather watch Maria Sharapova play?
Oh, I like Venus Williams. I find her very attractive. That's a wrong question for me.
Okay, but would you rather have Radhe Maha play or Maria Sharapova?
I think I'll go to Radhe Maha.
I knew you were going to say that.
It's going to be a long afternoon for us.
It's the red.
Yeah, I think it is.
Yeah.
I just don't like Maria Sharapova. I just can't say her name without giggling. It just doesn't work.
Sharapova.
So what you're saying is that women's tennis is almost a very sexist comment after all that we've said today.
No, there is a lot of sexism in women's tennis. For example, they've been fighting to get paid equally. But so there's a lot of things that, more people come to see Federer versus Djokovic than Williams versus Sharapova or whoever else. It's there's more sort of press.
But if they played tennis naked, it would reverse.
Yeah.
It would reverse. I would see a lot more people coming for the other couple.
Yeah, naked tennis would definitely, I think people would watch it more.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So what level did you play again?
State level.
Did you quarterfinals in the nationals?
I never won a state level tournament. I tried playing nationals once. I was just not good enough. I won district levels and inter-school. And when I was in the US, I played intramurals. So we won there also.
Okay, let me test your tennis knowledge.
Sure.
1937, who won Wimbledon? 1941 French Open.
Come on.
1856 the Spanish Open.
284
BC the Babylonian Open.
I don't remember who won the Wimbledon last year.
Damn you know nothing. You know nothing. You're a liar. Alright, so tennis player turns comedian. Very interesting. I want to spot the whole thing differently.
What did you play? You played a sport, right, when you were a kid?
touching yourself inappropriately in
That's a
public
sport.
is not yet a recognized sport.
You know what?
It is in Asian countries.
It is in Uttar Pradesh. It is.
Though there, it's a way of life.
It's a way of life,
which
that's
we are
right.
coming to in our next discussion. But so that's it about the lift. Very dangerous place to be in. And there is one more subject that I wanted to get in before we go into your life again. India just turned off mobile internet for 63 million citizens amid protests in Ahmedabad that was going on. Do you know this?
No, but now I do.
63 million citizens lost the mobile internet for whatever reason. This is going to happen in a country where governance is always questionable.
Issue. Yeah. So when we talk about the world's largest democracy, I mean, how are we really a democracy when the government seems to do whatever the hell
In
they
a
feel
sense,
like?
when all this happens, it proves we're a democracy because everybody seems to have a checks and balance system going on. The government does something, the lobby are fighting them does something, the opposition does something, the powers that be in industry do something.
It's one of those things like people are stupid. Okay, if I was the government and I thought one guy out of a million is going to do something stupid, do something scary, and especially when I don't know what they're trying to avoid, would I do the same thing? Would you do the same thing? It's
cutting down information. Information is power.
Yeah.
Power is controlled by shutting it off.
North Korea. You're basically making this is a North Korea, right?
Yeah, North Korea for a few minutes.
For a few minutes.
It's not that bad. But coming back to this whole Patel issue now, again as a South Mumbaiker, and most of us are like almost Gujarati because we have grown up around the Gujarati people. Patels, I have so many Patel friends.
Yep.
Not one of them is poor.
Yep.
I don't see any of them being OBC, and
I was saying the same thing.
I was saying the connect.
Yeah, I was saying the same thing. Like the school I went to, so all the Patels were like rich.
I mean, you go to your pal's a Patel, okay, you can go in his car today.
Yeah,
he'll take care of your lunch. What the hell?
And also one more thing, they're all hardworking.
All family businesses and all which are there. They're not some new kid who's turned up.
Right.
So where's the OBC status coming from?
It's basically a bunch of people who don't want to study.
I think they're not Patel. I think the name is something else.
I don't know.
I think it's Pateli. It's a little different.
The whole thing just makes my head spin. It's like, okay, you know what? We don't want to fight on merit, so we'll just burn a bus. And how is that a solution? This guy, this Hardik Patel, it's basically a vote mongering issue. Totally.
Can I tell you something? Patels are not even OBC in America. Even there they've got power. Patel motels, Patel this, Patel that, everywhere, money and power.
Absolutely.
Where is the poverty?
Yeah, and
where do they need to be helped?
In the hospitals, every single hospital in the US has like 15 Patels.
15 Patels and all rich.
All rich.
The poorest Patel ever in the history of the world is richer than the richest Indian in the history of the world.
Yeah.
Or something like that, if that makes any sense.
But it's just, what it's doing is, the people who have hard-working Patels, it's making them look like, okay, these, like they want to take the easy route.
Well, my Patel friends are all embarrassed. they can't understand what's going on.
I tweeted about this yesterday and even today, and the responses I got from some guy named Patel was like, we hate this guy. And
and we can't understand who he is and why it's happening.
And who has given him the authority?
Some personal political angst is, I think in India it's all about personal political angst. And they find a system and they try to just push it through.
It's like a symphony. This whole thing is like a symphony. Think about it. The media. So if the media wouldn't go to him and, hey, sir.
Well, they went to him until Indrani Mukherjee turned up. Yeah. And then they had to give him a little bit of a blank check.
It's the media's need to sell news that they feel people will consume. I think more than anything else.
So let's say it together. We hate the media.
We hate the media. Actually, the media is important.
We are the media. We are sort of.
No, the media is important.
We can't say that.
The media
never say that.
No, the media is important because, like you said, checks and balances. The media has become a part of that checks and balances.
So I'm warning you out there, people listening to our podcast. I have a feeling that in India, you want to survive, be a bully. Yeah. Just start your own lobby and just you have grievances. We don't care whether it's there or not. Yeah. Just fight. Be a bully and you'll get somewhere. And I think bullies survive in India. That's what I think.
And the worst thing you can do is say the truth in a public forum.
There's no truth in India left. Yeah. We gave it up. Yeah. Aryabhatta gave us the last truth. The zero thing and it's gone. Nothing after that.
He was right about it, right?
That's the only thing he was right about. There's problems with his wife. It's just embarrassing. I think people in the building society were fighting all the time.
I think I have a theory when he came up with zero. Somebody was asking him for some money. So he's like, what's the lowest you can give me? And he's like, what's the lowest number? He's like, 1. No.
Let's come up with something better.
0, buddy.
There. Headbug, can you do better than that?
That's right.
Headbug this, headbug that. Give us a headbug.
One more?
Yeah.
Oh, I have to look it up.
You're promoting him. Okay, I'll give you time to look it up because I think we have time to go into a quick break and then we'll come back for one last segment and you'll be able to give us a headbug and we do an AMA. Ask me anything. So Karan Talwar, 4 times Wimbledon champion, twice Matunga champion.
That's right.
1 time Ghatkopar runner-up, 4 times in finals with Patels.
Lots of Patels.
Chippy Patel?
Chippy?
Chippy Mehta.
Chippy Mehta? Who's this?
Tennis player.
I've never heard the name. Mohammed I've heard of.
Okay, let's take a break. We'll take a break. We'll
Chippy
come back.
Patel.
Cyrus Says, ask me anything. If you want Cyrus to answer your questions on air, send an email to whatcyrussays@gmail.com. If you send us a link to a sound file on SoundCloud, we'll even play you asking the question in your own voice. And that's what Cyrus says.
Back here with Karan Talwar from Shits and Giggles, who has now decided to tell me about his sex life. 4 seconds later, we move to question number 2, which is AMA. Before we do AMA, we'll do that at the end. We'll give you time to do your headbugs at the end.
Okay.
In the meantime, we have a thing called AMA. Amit Doshi, our producer, joins us, and he's going to tell us what the question of the day or questions of the day are.
All right, sure. So the first question is from Sharma and Sermon.
Okay, that alone
I don't
doesn't,
know.
because you took
Twitter.
so long with the name, the question is cancelled.
Okay, his question is, hey Cyrus, how does it feel to live with the knowledge that you share the Parsi genes with Rahul Gandhi?
I'm a big fan of Rahul Gandhi. I don't know about a statesman, but I like him as a person. I like his expressions. They remind me of a lot of people I know. And I don't mind spending time with Rahul Gandhi. I do call him up from time to time.
I think, it's, in some ways, I feel like he's become like the George W. Bush of India.
Yeah, you just decided that he's stupid. And
But here's the difference. All the stupidity apart, women still will bang him.
Yes, if they're driving a car and then...
Yeah,
yes.
if they're driving a car.
Yeah, true.
And their legs are wide open.
We had such a non-profane story till the last 3 minutes. But Rahul Gandhi has changed the game here.
He puts monsoons.
But anywhere in the world, a good-looking politician like him would have a very good chance of winning against a not-so-good-looking politician like all the others. There's a huge difference between him and the rest.
Yeah.
The top 4 or 5 runners.
Imagine, and he's still around after that political suicide interview with Arnab.
Yeah.
He's still around. I mean, how many people would
But worse, Arnab is still around.
Yeah, man.
That's even worse for
How
the
do we get
country.
rid of him?
I don't know. I've been saying that.
I think we need to put a louder guy in there.
I'm saying next time we play Bangladesh, we make him coach and keep him back.
Cyrus, do it
No?
now. Just take one for the team.
Take one?
Yeah, just go on his show
Yeah.
and pretend to be him.
And kiss him.
No, just pretend to be him. Just be like, I am Arnab. Let's see what happens.
It's Arnab.
Arnab.
And never.
Stop it.
Stop me, Arnab. Now you're just wasting my time. All right, now just stop it.
I think what's more likely to happen is your mic will be shut off if you do that.
Yeah, that's what happens. It's called bullying. I told you, bullies go up in India.
But I have to say, it's a life goal to be in one of those boxes on the TV.
I would like to be in the box where I can't be heard and I'm trying to talk. Because I think that's like a guy drowning.
Yeah.
But can I? But it's fantastic.
You know, I have a plan. If I ever they'll put me on mute, I'll get my guitar, start playing, something like that.
I'd shave, brush my teeth, gargle, spit, things like that.
Put a hat on, something, just sit like this and just do the ooh.
But my favorite on his shows are the Pakistani guys. Because they obviously are very friendly off camera because why do they keep coming back?
Yeah.
But the moment, it's like a script, right? So the moment they come and now no, you answer me. No, you answer me first. No, you answer me. What? Come on. Say hello. Be nice.
But it's a great show if you want to see 6 people talking at the same time. It's a great show to watch.
Yeah. I watch it for his styles.
Yeah.
For me, it's all about the style statement.
Yeah.
I think Raymond should sponsor it. The Complete Man.
Absolutely.
And then all the blocks should go. Pluck, 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 all the people disappear from the different brackets, and it's just him. The Complete Man.
Complete Man.
Arnabans.
Oh, it's a great name of fan club.
Like it? Yeah. You can keep it for shits and giggles.
I will.
Courtesy Cyrus. That old man had one joke. I'll share it with you here, ladies. Come on, Amit. Next gag.
All right, the next question is from a non-user. Hey, I got a Kindle recently. I heard Chavi mention it, but Cyrus seemed to hate it. Really want to know why Cyrus hates it.
No, I don't hate it. I just can't read. I can't read. I just can't do it. I don't know. It's a mental block. Can you do it? I don't know. Can you do it? Do you use the Kindle experience?
No, I don't have Kindle.
I'm an 80s boy. I grew up with the books. I just can't make the change.
Yeah.
I haven't read anything
Have
but
you?
a Kindle for the last 4 or 5 years
Supposing
now.
there's a gripping book which you really enjoy. Let's say, let's be honest, you all like porn.
Right.
So there's a pornographic book which is very explicit and easy with 2-syllable words only, like breaking and jumping and
Member.
member of the club.
Of the club, of course.
Of course.
Yeah, that's every rowdy book has
Why
to
would we
be,
have to not say that?
Yeah.
So I don't know. I couldn't go. I just can't do it. I've tried. I read, but more than 10 lines, more than a Twitter RT, I can't do it.
So I actually find the Kindle to be a lot more comfortable to read with than normal books because it's so much lighter, right? I mean, like a lot, and one is so much easier to carry around. You don't have to go and buy
if you're
a
at
book.
home, forget the traveling thing. Then obviously Kindle. If you're at home and I give you the book and I give you the Kindle version,
I'll
which one
take
do
the
you
Kindle. I'll take the Kindle.
I'm going to take option C. I'll wait for the movie.
I love this man. And he'll watch it on his Kindle.
Yeah.
Now, how much Kindle he got? Yeah. And now for our favorite Kindle song. The Kindle blew out long ago.
Oh.
That's not the same thing. I'm so sorry. That's wrong.
The Kindles in the wind.
Yeah.
Okay, and the
Amit, you're
last
giggling like a
question
schoolgirl. That's really embarrassing. Go on.
the last question we have is from Manish Doke. With Ekta, Tiger, Bajrangi, Phantom, is Kabir Khan the new Manoj Kumar of Bollywood? I don't know. I think Karan, you probably
Manoj
answer
Kumar
this.
of Bollywood.
You're the Bollywood guy.
Manoj, he's an actor.
Okay,
he's a
Manoj
director.
Kumar is only known for face palming himself.
Exactly, and he's an actor. This is a director. So
this question is a little retarded,
Okay.
a little bit. But
Yeah.
I would say Kabir Khan is on a roll, right?
Yeah.
So he's probably who was on a roll 2 years ago? Somebody else. It's
Rohit Shetty.
Rohit Shetty, yeah, sure. He's a new Rohit Shetty of sorts.
Okay. I like Kabir Khan because his wife and I once shared a moment. Mini Mathur.
I'm so
was on
sorry.
a bus going to Delhi. And Kabir, if you're listening, the truth is, I said no. I said no to sitting on the other seat so that she could sit next to Maria. Damn you, Mini! Damn you!
Maybe if you're hearing this, I'm so sorry. I apologize on everyone's behalf.
Do you know what happened when Minnie and I sat together? They would tease us Minnie and Maxi. It was so embarrassing. It's not fun. But yeah, I think Kabir is a nice guy. He went from his historical biopics to less historical biopics to his fascination with that whole world of Afghanistan, Pakistan. And now he can't find a way to get back into the world but to send a girl across a border. Because, he said, forget everything else. I'll just do a simple thing. She gets lost, bring her back. And only in our subcontinent will it take 3 months and 300 million Indian rupees to get this girl across the border. Have you seen the film?
No, I haven't seen the film, but it's. I think at least he's trying to do some different things. You have guys like Madhur Bhandarkar with his new movie, Calendar Girls.
Yeah.
My God, like, what's the point of this? It's like you take.
It's a thought.
But I think it's a great way to make films. This is what you do: is you make one film and then you cut it 4 different times, and you release it every 2 years, and just hope nobody guesses. Nobody catches on. It's
And
a great
Calendar
idea.
Girls is in 13 parts.
13 parts.
Someone should tell him it's only 12 months.
Yeah.
So what's happening there?
There's an extra chick. The chick who was actually,
She comes back. September returns.
Yeah.
Woo. But coming back to Kabir Khan,
Yeah.
I think I saw the movie. I think Salman was better than Irfan Khan. This is because Irfan Khan is known as an actor. I like the way Salman just kept walking in the right direction.
Yeah.
Which is what the film is all about. It's all about walking. basically.
Salman would be a good actor if he cared. Honestly.
If he cared, it'll be terrible. It'll be like Sehwag caring while batting. Next thing you know, he loses his place.
he'd lose his charm,
Let
right?
Salman do his thing.
Yeah.
Irfan's the one who should stop caring.
Yeah.
Cares too much.
Yeah.
I feel he's very angry nowadays when he looks at the screen. I think there's a lot of ugly directors out there.
He was actually the only public figure I know that came out in favor of the porn ban.
Oh, Irfan?
Yeah.
That's because he tried to make it as a porn actor and they said no.
Yeah.
And those cars don't heal, Amit Doshi. Those cars don't
No,
heal.
I mean, there's actually good reasons to ban porn. There's good reasons to not ban it also. But I think that
Okay, I'll tell you what. Keep your good reasons to yourself. Okay, because we've already had that argument and we won. Porn is back and it's here to stay.
That's
it's
right.
healthy
Yeah.
and if kept to 2 minutes a day and people over the age of 35 are featured on it and sometimes 45, we're fine.
Yeah, you can find 85, I'm sure. I mean, whatever you want.
Please,
Whatever
85,
you want.
I'm going to anchor those shows. Porn Today with Cyrus Brocha.
Would you ever host a porn show?
I would love to.
Yeah,
I would actually do my homework.
Yeah.
Can you imagine? MTV, I hated the music,
Oh my
but
God.
here, oof.
What if you did porn commentary?
Oh, I'd love to.
You and I should get together and
Karan Talwar now mounts the young
Wait, why am I
Gitanjali.
in the scene?
He's about to enter and, oh no, we seem to have a little problem.
Cyrus is in the corner filming all this.
No! Cyrus has entered too. Karan!
Oh, and the airplane's landing.
Oh, that was such a pleasant experience right till the end.
Yeah.
Karan Talwar, thank you so much. I'm sorry we have to cut it short here, but you promised us a couple of lines from your great comic, who perhaps is your biggest inspiration is the word?
That's right.
Okay, go ahead.
So, Mitch Hedberg lines. I haven't slept for 10 days because that would be too long.
Okay, that would be. Yeah, now I get it. One more?
I saw this wino. He was eating grapes. I was like, dude, you have to wait.
You want to give us one last one?
I had a piece of carefree sugarless gum and I was worried it never kicked in. I took it back to the store and said, bullshit.
Okay. One for diabetes.
My fake plants died because I did not pretend to water them.
All right, you got me. I'm hooked. His name is Mitch Hedberg.
Yeah.
But more importantly, it's Karan Talwar from Shits and Giggles,
Thank
who's
you.
on our show, Cyrus Says. And we'll end with my Mitch Hedberg impression. We'll make up our own one-liner.
All right.
So here's mine. Oh shit, yaar, I left the geyser on. Your turn.
Hey, tatti aa gayi.
My turn. Bloody hell, the hair is falling. Your turn.
Bloody hell, the hair has fallen long time ago.
I would like to say the sex operation went very well.
I must say, Sajid is extremely articulate.
I have to tell you, I used to be a woman. Now I'm a man, but I will be a woman soon.
The man part, that's the problem, right?
Now, how do we reach orgasm without moving?
How do we reach orgasm? Feathers.
Who the is Alice?
Alice? Oh, wait. Now
Cyrus has left the studio.
Yeah, Cyrus is... I'm standing here like staring at the wall now.
Kiran has left the studio before and he's the engineer.
You're listening to Cyrus Says.
All views and opinions expressed on this show are not necessarily the views and opinions of the IndusVox Media Network or any of our show advertisers or sponsors. No animals were harmed in the making of this podcast, obviously.
All right, time to look at the podcast, Podcast. It's, we have to push the pun from time to time because it's an audio medium. We can't write it for you. Hosted by the DailyPow.com's Purva Mehra, Pranoti Datta and Amit Gurbaksani. The podcast is your fortnightly lowdown on Mumbai's food and culture scenes. Plus, if you pay them money, they'll talk about your family and other animals.